Exodus chapter 2 verses 1 to 10. Now, a Levite woman became pregnant and gave birth to a son. This was taking place in Egypt, and this particular community of people, the Hebrew people, had a law when they were staying in Egypt. The Egyptian king, the Pharaoh, he gave a law and he said that any child born to a Hebrew woman, if it is a male child, it has to be killed. So usually what they would do is they would just throw the child into the river Nile. But this child, when she saw he was a fine child, she hid him for 3 months. But when she could hide him no longer, she got a papyrus basket and she coated it with tar and pitch. Then she placed the child in it and put it among the reeds along the bank of the Nile. The baby's sister stood at a distance to see what would happen to him. Then Pharaoh is the ruler of the land, the king. Pharaoh's daughter went down to the Nile to bathe, and her attendants were walking along the river bank. She saw the basket among the reeds and sent her slave girl to get it. She opened it and saw the baby. He was crying. She felt so sorry for the baby, and she said, "This is one of the Hebrew babies." Then the baby's sister ran up to Pharaoh's daughter and said, "Shall I go and get one of the Hebrew women to nurse the baby for you?" "Yes, go," she answered. And the girl went and got the baby's own mother. Pharaoh's daughter said to her, "Take this baby and nurse him for me, and I will pay you." So the woman took the baby and nursed him. When the child grew older, she took him to Pharaoh's daughter, and he became the Pharaoh's daughter's son. She named him Moses, saying, "I drew him out of the water." The word Moses sounds like drawn out in their language. So here we can see three ladies playing a role, a motherly role. One is the own biological mother, who turned out to be paid to take care of her own son and had to be a nanny for him. The foster mother, the ruler, the daughter of the ruler of the land, and the sister also, who took care of the baby with so much love and who was so smart and intelligent. So during that time, God protected Moses as a baby. He was supposed to be thrown into the Nile. He was supposed to be killed. He had no right to live according to the law of the land. But how God changes the events. God made the person who made this law, his own daughter, took this Hebrew child, and he was brought up right there in the palace. The Pharaoh put the rule that all these children must die. But God made it so that he was brought up he was eating Pharaoh's food. He was living under Pharaoh's roof. He was treated as a royalty. And his own mother could nurse him and nurture him and bring him up, even though she had to pretend to be his nanny. So here we see a mother turned nanny and a cruel king's daughter turns into a loving mother for the baby. So God protects us so much. Maybe we are destined, everybody would say, maybe the rule of the land, maybe it's the norm. We are going downhill. Maybe there is just no hope for us. But the Lord will do a miracle. Just trust in Him. Just do your best. She could have just thrown the child into the river, but she didn't. Even when she had to keep it along the bank of the river, she protected the baby, put it in a basket, covered it with tar and pitch. You do your best, just like this mother did. And the Lord will do the rest. And He will protect and preserve and provide, and He will lift you up. He'll solve all the problem and give you the best solution. So remember, God loves us even more than a mother can love her child. God created you. Even before your mother knew you, the Lord knew you. Even before you came out of your mother's womb, the Lord had formed your body. He had created every organ in your body, and He created you. So trust in Him, believe in Him, call to Him, because He's a very loving God and He will do the very best for you. All you have to do is call unto Him and ask Him for whatever you need. Trust in Him and believe in Him. Remember, God loves you. God's love is unconditional. God's love is unlimited.